How's it going, Spookies and the rest of YouTube? This is Lane here from SpookyBear Gaming, and today I'm going to be giving you an ESO guide to tailoring. First things first, I'm going to show you the skill line for tailoring. It's under clothing. So as you can see, there's 9 tailoring levels, I guess, and each time you level this up, you get to use a different material. Right now, I can use cotton. I use light armor, but in the tailoring and clothing perk tree, so to speak, that is for light armor and medium armor. So then you have keen eye cloth, and basically this just makes it light up when you get near it so that you can see it and you can pick it up out when you're just exploring or doing quests or whatever. This outfitter hireling, basically it just, somebody will bring you something every day. It's usually just a material. It's not really, it says and possibly better items, but I don't really even think I've ever gotten anything but a material. So unraveling, this just makes, I mean, when you deconstruct things, you have a better chance of getting ingredients, I guess. It's nothing really great. I just got it because I'm trying to level this up. Stitching, when you're researching things, and I'll show you that in a second, this just makes it take a little bit less time, and tannin expertise makes it more probable that you can upgrade something or improve something when you're at the clothing table. So what you want to do is you just go to your local food market, and you go to the clothing table. And an easy way to level up your clothing level is to deconstruct things. So you just deconstruct it, and as you see in the bottom right hand corner, my level went up just a little bit. And then the top right corner, you see the items that you gain from what you deconstructed. So it's kind of beneficial for 2 different reasons. All these things I'm gonna keep. So then we'll go to research next. This basically is, it up here just shows you what piece of armor you can get a trait for, I guess. And so there's a bunch of traits. There's sturdy, less durability damage, increased resistance to critical hits, increases armor value, makes you sprinting, costs less stamina, increases the amount of experience points you get in a certain thing. When you have this one infused, it just increases the enchantment. So like, I'll show you that in a second too. Exploration, you just get more experience when you're exploring. When you discover new locations, you just get a little more experience. Divines, whatever stone you have equipped, or boon I think it's called, it just has a higher effect. Nern honed, it's just increased spell resistance. So and so what you do is you just, I'll show you, I have none right now, so I'll go ahead and do one. So for a hat, you can get well fitted, or whatever you have in your inventory, whatever traits they already have, you can destroy them to learn that trait, so that when you're crafting your own things, you can apply it to that if you have that certain gem. Actually, I don't want to destroy either of those, but that's just, I mean, that's just an example. So for improvement, if you see at the top, you have the 5 different like levels that your armor can be at, and this goes for weapons too, I believe. They're just different materials. So you have normal, fine, superior, epic, and legendary, and it's color coded obviously, but this, like, to take it from fine to superior, you need embroidery, and the more of them you use, the more of them you will, like, the higher chance you'll have to increase it, and if it doesn't go through, it actually destroys it. But the way to get those, the only way I've seen the way to get them is to deconstruct things. I've never found one in, like, when I was out doing anything, except the very first quest when you come into like Daggerfall or whatever alliance main place you're in. there'll be a few missions where you can, or a few quests where they'll show you how to do it, so that's helpful, but it only like levels you up once, I think. And then also you'll get, I already did it for clothing, but you'll get a writ, and it'll allow you, or it'll tell you to make 2 hats, 2 boots, and 2 of the shoulder things, and then you'll get a bunch of experience for that, and you'll level up once or twice. I leveled up once, but I was already at like 9, so. Also, when you're refining things, like, you know how it's this way for everything, but you just get a raw material, and then once you get 10 you can refine it, and so that was flax, and then up in the top right it shows you that. So then when you go to creation, I should have more flax right there. So also when you're on the clothing station, you can make light and medium armor, like I already said, and the medium armor and light armor use different materials, but since I use light armor, I'll just make something. Let's make a pair of shoes. Here you can go to your best material you have, and then the more of it you use, the more of that material you use will increase the armor rating and the level rating and the value of whatever you make. So, and then your style, you automatically get the race that you have, and like you can buy these stones pretty inexpensively from the blacksmith or the really whoever, but if you have one, it doesn't mean you know the style. I think I got that one from a mission. You just earn them in different ways, I'm not really sure. But then the trait down here, you have to have a certain stone or gem, and then what I just showed you about the researching, that's how you apply this. So you can pick your, desired type of thing, and then you pick the material you want, and you make it however good you want it to be, and then you slap a style on it and a trait if you can, and then you craft it. So in closing, I forgot one last thing. One way to level up your clothing or smithing, or really anything in regards to making armor, you can go somewhere. There's several places, and pretty much every major city that I've been in, where you can steal things, and you just go and you steal something, and then you can sell it for money, like I'm sure most of you know, but you can also deconstruct it, and then you get the experience and you get the materials from it. So if you come to the Thieves Guild in Daggerfall, you can steal all this stuff when that guy goes over there. One important thing to know is if you get caught stealing, obviously the guards wouldn't like that very much, so they will stop you. But if you can stay away from the guards long enough to get to a clothing table and destroy it all first, then those materials are no longer stolen and you benefit from it. But otherwise, you're gonna get attacked, and then when you try and flee, they'll just kill you. So yeah, that was the Spooky Bear guide to tailoring on Elder Scrolls Online. So if you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe for more, comment in the section below for any suggestions or questions or just whatever.